Hi everyone, Jack from英作文会話 community here again, and today I want to talk to you about the word some. So I've noticed that Japanese speakers of English often use this word too much. So in this video, I want to explain 3 things to you. First, I want to talk about the meaning of the word some. Second, I want to talk about how you can use some to make your English sound more natural. And third, I want to introduce some common phrases that native English speakers use instead of some that you can use to make your English sound more natural. And I really think this third point will help you, so please listen to the end. So let's first talk about what some means. Some actually has 2 different meanings. The first means a few or more than one. An example for this would be, I want to eat some French fries. This means you want to eat more than one French fry, but not all of the French fries, just some. The second way we use some is to mean not important. In Japanese, you might say, どうでもいい. This is often used when you can't remember the name of a thing or a place. An example sentence for this might be, I went to some Italian restaurant last night. In this sentence, you can't remember the name of the Italian restaurant, but you also don't think it's important, so you just use some instead. Please be careful though, because the second way we use some is often used in negative situations. In my previous sentence, I went to some Italian restaurant last night, it sounds like you did not like the Italian restaurant and have a negative impression of it. Now let's talk about how you can use some to sound more natural in English. At the beginning of my video, I said that Japanese speakers of English often use this word too much. And that's true, but also what I mean is Japanese people often use some in situations where they want to mean more than one, but actually what native speakers hear is not important. So how can we tell when some means a few, and how can we tell when it means not important? Well, the easiest way is by looking at the word after some. If the word that comes after some is singular, then some always means not important. But if the word that comes after some is plural, then we don't know. It could mean a few, or it could mean not important. Let me give you an example. A sentence I often hear from students is, I went to some shops. In this situation, what does some mean? Native speakers will listen to context and intonation to understand what you mean. If you say, I went to some shops yesterday, this kind of sounds negative, so most native English speakers will think you mean not important. But if you say, I went to some shops yesterday, then you sound very happy and positive, so English speakers will probably think you mean more than one. But if you're not a native English speaker, it can be very difficult to use the right intonation. So what should you do in this situation? Well, my recommendation is that you use a different word than some. Now I want to introduce some great phrases that you can use instead that will be much easier for native English speakers to understand. The best phrase that you can use instead of some to mean more than one or a few is the phrase a couple of. This is a very commonly used phrase by native speakers, but I almost never hear it used by Japanese speakers of English, so I really recommend that you start using this phrase. One nuance to this word is that technically it means only 2, but most native English speakers use it to mean a small number, so it could be 2 to 4, depending on what you're talking about. The best part about the phrase a couple of is that it has no other meanings, so there's no risk that you might sound negative. Now let's look at some examples using a couple of. Number 1, I went to a couple of shops. I went to a couple of shops. Number 2, I want a couple of French fries. I want a couple of French fries. Number 3, I saw a couple of birds. I saw a couple of birds. Number 4. I'm going on vacation for a couple of days. I'm going on vacation for a couple of days. By using this phrase, a couple of, you don't have the risk of sounding negative, and you'll sound much more positive. Also, this is a phrase that English speakers use all the time, so please incorporate this into your vocabulary. It will really improve your English. And keep an ear out for it in movies and in songs, because it's really that common. Alright, and that's the video for today. Thank you guys so much for listening as always, and if you enjoyed this lesson and want to practice your English more, please click the link below and sign up for a lesson with me at Eisakubun Kaiwa Community. You can take a lesson with me at any time on any day of the week. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment for me if you have any questions. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!